Hey, what's going on? Aren't you from... I feel like Bay Shaman. Am I totally fucked up right now? Am I too high? I'm too high. I might be too high. Been pretty good. Can't stay long, I just want to say hi. Yeah, I'm gonna see you, at Shaman's Cast. Was it, like, hour 45 minutes or something like that. I'll see you there. Thanks for stopping in, though. I appreciate it. How have I been? I've been pretty good. I tried to have a talk with Charlie Zelenoff. I didn't record the conversation. We had a one-on-one conversation. Oh, thank you. You are such a sweetheart. He just can't take the L's. I know he can't take the L's. Um, so I had like a private talk with Charlie, like one-on-one in chat, and I was telling him to like stop drinking, and then he told me if I wasn't a fan, then why do I care? And it's like I tried to, you know, talk to him a little bit and try to tell him like I don't want him to die of being an alcoholic. Thank you, Leon. I appreciate it. um, but within 48 hours, he is totally shit-faced drunk, drooling all over him fucking stuff. Do you see like some of the titles he's posting up and shit too? It's like African devil gets beat in KO and like fucking really inflammatory racist ass shit. I wish we could take him to the mental hospital. I know we got arrested for assaulting that the Domino's guy, and I know that court date is coming up soon because a lot like Milo said, I've had an experience. They don't just arrest you and then you pay bail and that's it. They will arrest you and then you will go to court every 2 weeks until they see fit. Hey, Benny. Whoop. We're still trying to find out the court date. I imagine he paid bail. I'm not sure, arraignment. You know, they always put this off. Like every time I had gotten into trouble, everything was like, you know, you go to court and then their lawyer wants to adjourn it for like 3 weeks and then, you know, fuck it. In 2 months to clear up every fucking court case. I should know. I had 6 in 1 year. Um, it like takes a little while. Hey Benny, Mark, Christian. Oop, yeah. I don't think he can. He's definitely not okay. I said it to like Milo. I consider Charlie Zelenoff the Eugenia Cooney of alcoholics. Like we're all just watching him die on camera. Let's just be serious about it. He's drinking himself into a fucking point. He's gonna have cirrhosis of the liver and he's gonna fucking die by the age he's 45. And we're just like watching this happen. And he's so fucking twisted, you don't understand. The people he says are his haters are probably the people trying to change his life the most. So I'm so happy that Street Sweeper Stanley, I love that name now. Um Mental Stanley or something. Street Sweeper Stanley kind of asked him fucking ask people in your live stream, Charlie, why they want you to drink. And then figure out they're fucking laughing at you. Like, I'm giving you tough love right now. I'm being honest with you because if someone doesn't get through to you soon, you are going. Charlie, I'm not sure. Like, the window for redemption to be a part of a fucking society is really closing. You're reporting all this to the goat? Feel free. I don't know why you would report that to Deontay or Mayweather, but if the goat, you mean Eminem? I because Charlie is of anything but bottling up his emotion and self-destructive behavior. He is the greatest of all time as far as it comes to drinking Stella out of a cereal bowl. He's the top of that. He is the tippy top of that chart of fucking drinking beer out of a cereal bowl. Psh, crushes it. Oh, fan team all day. Boxer? No. No. Charlie, if you're listening, you have no power. You just don't. You don't even know how to throw a punch. You don't know how to orient your hand. You don't know how to follow through with your body. Your footwork is horrible. I could say you could have decent hand speed, but really, what does that mean? Yeah, he's a pillow puncher. It's like swatting at fucking gnats. Like, you're gonna piss me off, but you don't really hurt nobody. Like when you said you sent me a bunch of videos, Charlie, and I took screenshots of all this shit because I knew you were gonna fucking block me after you went back on your I'm gonna slow down with the drinking. Like, that's what you told me one on one. You're like, I'm gonna slow down. I don't need to drink every day. And then fucking 36 hours later, you're shit faced drunk. So fuck you, Charlie. I did take screenshots of all those fucking conversations we had. You can't make it with fucking out without alcohol. Is your mother an alcoholic? I think Tanya is an alcoholic. Like, I'm not trying to fucking diss on her. I even told Charlie I was reaching out to him because alcoholism actually is something that affects my family. It runs in my family. It's not even like comfortable to even watch when it gets to a certain point. There's like he's drunk and he's acting like a fucking idiot, and then there's him drooling on him fucking. He's drooling on himself. He's spilling beer over and just like not wiping up the table, and his shirt's full of. It's just like, get a fucking grip, Charlie. And I know Charlie people are gonna come in here and be like, you obsess about Charlie ZELENOFF. No, actually I do music most of the time. Um I stream I streamed I think like 4 times before, and last time was like last week, but just the clips I'm seeing on YouTube of Charlie the past couple days. Hey Michael. No, Charlie ZELENOFF. Loop little. He was actually off his face earlier. I'd imagine he completely passed out as we speak. Yeah, he's 30 years old and he still lives with his parents like a 10-year-old. Charlie is drunk. I wouldn't doubt Charlie's drunk right now. Hey, Red Screen. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing? Like this. Oh my god. I'm just seeing like little clips. First of all, his stories on Daria are fucking wildly shifting. First, she was running away from him, and then he laid out his life for her in some romantic gesture of Hitman and 007 James Bond bullshit. I have no fucking idea what this dude is talking about. But you see his real emotions come out because it's like, you know what, they're fucking me over. Daria never used to fuck me over. I would have died for her. As long as you live, I'm happy. And Dario's probably like, as long as you dead, I'm happy. Like, you know, I'm just playing. I don't wish death upon Charlie. I want Charlie to get help. But he's like a helpless fucking cause. Does he do pills when he drinks? I think he's definitely mixing it with probably, he, I don't think he takes the proper psych meds, so I think he's on like some Xanax benzo kick, like Klonopin or Xanax, Valium, something like that. I don't think he's up enough to do blow. He used to do meth, you know, the meth mouth. So that could probably keep him up for 3 days of drinking. You see the schnoz on him? Him doing coke? That's like an 8 bowl nostril, isn't it? No? I don't know. It's been a while. um 9-ish this morning in New York, so definitely 5 a.m. Yeah, this is. I think he's on benzos. Me too. Me too. Lennox, he stalks women on Instagram. I'm one of the people he stalks. I didn't come out of nowhere. Out of like, I just got bored and I decided to like start trolling somebody. This is what he does. I heard he's trying to grow out his hair. I think Milo said that earlier. Good luck with that, Charlie. I'm not sure if you know how hair works. No matter how much you grow back here, none's gonna grow up here. So this could be long as fuck, but we still know you're bald. Like, that's kind of how baldness works. I don't think he can leave the country right now, Christian. I think, I think because he assaulted the Domino's. Was it misdemeanor assault or was it felony? I don't know what it was, but it's some type of assault, and that really restricts your passport. Because I don't know what the rules are in Russia, but I know in Canada, like, good thing I lived in Toronto before I had a criminal record, because if I had anything, I couldn't even go to Canada. He banned a kid who was talking about benzos. Getting a little hair island on top of his forehead. Yeah. He's got a little Charlie Brown thing going on. It's alright. Rock on with your bad self. But he needs to take care of himself. Like, Charlie, listen, take a shower every day. Like, go to a barber shop, get cleaned up, shave, wear a shirt without your face on the fucking front of it. Try to go to a normal public venue. Just go to a Starbucks. Go to a Jamba Juice. Go to an Astra Burger. I think they know you there. And then just try to act like a fucking normal person for about 15-20 minutes. And let's see how long that lasts. Because I've been seeing videos you walking out on the street. You a baby step away from your fucking Nicki Minaj days. A baby. I almost think like you're below your Nicki Minaj days. Because it's like, you know you're embarrassing. You know when you were drinking. First of all, you know you're pouring beer into a cereal bowl. Like, that doesn't happen by accident. His mother called. Do you ever notice every time he talks to his mom, he starts speaking Russian and shit? I don't know Russian. I know Spanish. I don't know Russian. So it's like, ooh, the iceberg breaking off. That's gonna happen to Charlie's hair in the middle. Yeah, there's gonna be some separation. You know what's really weird? It's like, I've seen pictures of Eugene, and Eugene looks like he could fucking smack the dog shit out of Charlie. And it's starting to make me think Eugene's into BDSM. Because he obviously likes this skinny little boy dominating him for some reason. If I could smack the fucking shit out of somebody who is my stepson who pulls this type of shit, I would have fucking backhanded him a long time ago. Eugene seems to have like a little bulk to him, so he obviously might like getting dominated by Charlie. I know he likes getting dominated by Tanya. Yeah, I seen his father slap him right on the back of the head on the Andrew Carly thing, and then I also see, yeah, Eugene is shredded. Like, Eugene, why are you being such a fucking bitch? Are you like that much of a fucking punk bitch to your wife? Because that's always his excuse every time, like Stanley or whoever calls him up. He's like, I can't throw him out of the apartment. His mother won't let me. His mother owns the apartment. First of all, Eugene, you own that apartment. I don't even care. I was in Section 8 housing. I have like no shame in my game. But even in low income housing, he would have been kicked out of that building by now. That shit wouldn't have been tolerated. So, unless he has some part of ownership or some management with running that building, there is no reason Charlie Zelenoff is still in that fucking. Someone says he owns the block. I guarantee you. You know what? Eugene seems like the type of. Does anyone know what like a bitch boy is? It's like I feel like Eugene down some back alleys is having like a hooker stomp on his nuts. Like I think that must be what gets him off. Oh, you from New York too? Cool, with Bart. Come on, like Eugene is kind of a glutton for punishment. He's gotta like it on some aspect. If your wife was crazy, and I spoke to Flock and whatever, and I spoke to quite a few people who have spoken to Charlie. Charlie, can you tell me why there's piss pads in your house? And then can you tell me why even your mother smells like piss? Can you tell me that? Can you tell me why your mother smells like piss? Because that's the word on the street, is your mom be smelling like pee. So, are you bulk buying those piss pads? Is that like, Ma, go to like fucking Sam's Club or some shit, pick that up, and we'll split a big fucking gross of them? Like, get a pallet? I, she's fucking crazy. And make people scared, Tanya, even you. Oh my god. San Diego. What up, San Diego? Coast to coast. He said his dad, he was the greatest boxer ever, and Eugene said my son Charlie Z. So, oh my god. She used to dance around the house in a bra in front of his homies, Alex. Can we even put homies as like a plural thing? She used to dance around in front of his homie, his one homeboy, singular. Oh, his best friend. His best friend. You know what? I guarantee you this is how it went down. Ready? Because I guarantee you Alex. First of all, Alex is gotta be bullet. Like, this fucking bullet clown. Bro, I would fucking snap you in half. I would snap you in half and put you in my trunk, bro. You're a bitch. You are a bitch because you're not even like legitimately crazy. You're just ripping off crazy, which isn't even fucking original. So you could go fuck yourself, bullet. Ah, posting on the same fucking account. This shit. I think he's totally fucking spiraling out of control. I feel like we're watching him waste away. Alex passed him. He had shades on for a few days. Yeah, he wore like his mother's sunglasses and shit. Yeah, Charlie's was wearing, it looked like his mother's sunglasses. Like he was about to be in like a transitions commercial, but with like elderly people who could cross over into a Viagra ad. Like that type of shit. Rodney's got a pair of Charlie signed diapers. You thought that puto do, what's up? Well, are you trying to run up on him, Michael? This is always the game plan. Always the game plan. You gotta push him, you gotta push him, you gotta push him. And then you have to make him think you're not gonna show up for a fight where you have him call you out, like, curse you out and be like, be at my house in 15 minutes. And even if you can really do it like this, tuck this away. I might delete this stream, tuck this away in the back pocket. But if he's out on the street, he's a danger to the public. So anybody that I might be rolling with, if he wants to go out there and try to play it like he played tempo and ripped off his shirt and showed his fucking concentration camp swimsuit calendar body, then he could go ahead and do that. But someone's going to catch him outside by those hedges. Someone's going to be not so truthful about their location and proximity to Charlie Zelenoff. And Charlie, you gonna miss that. And you gonna fuck up. Charlie's got abs for days. Charlie's got indentations. He has like concave abs, I think, a little bit. No, seriously though, he's so skinny, it's like I seen like his sternum. I'm pretty sure if you've seen him in person, you would be able to see his heartbeat through his chest. Who's in Wisconsin, Bullet? Usually here. I heard he's been up drinking all morning. He is shit-faced drunk. He's probably passed out right now. Just want to say, sup, champ? Bullets in Wisconsin. Oh my god. All the guns he's probably pulling are those air rifles they use to like put out cows, like just to knock them unconscious before they slaughter them and shit. Like, bro, you're not scary. First of all, I can't take you fucking seriously when you got that mask on and you are so scared of coming out as probably like the fucking palest ginger looking motherfucker, like Richie Cunningham from Happy Days. You so shook from that motherfucking shit. You wearing fucking winter gloves and holding up your phone. Like, Bro, be yourself. It's okay. He's going to go back to country from pizza man assault. People know about what he does, Luke, to like an extent. Like once it happens to him, they probably look him up on YouTube and find out, or whatever it is. Um, I think it was Hello Fellow Haters who called almost every gym around his house to give them a warning and a heads up that he just walks in there and says, "Hey, you want to do some light sparring?" And then just swings for the fences and really doesn't really make any impact. Because if you really think about it, I've never seen anybody fall over, except for maybe that one guy that fell over in like the red t-shirt. But I don't even think that guy spoke English before that even happened, so I felt really bad for him. He was like, "What? Boxing gloves?" And then he just got like punched. But if he stalks Michelle Rodriguez, I'm gonna personally get involved in this because that bitch is bi. And Michelle, I will. Oh, call me. Am I single? Yes, I'm single. Michelle, call me. It's bad when you have to ask yourself that question. Am I tied down emotionally with anybody? Because I don't feel tied down. He's just, yeah, he tries to get one punch. That's why he wanted to, like, he tried to sneak punch Mike Seal. That didn't work. And then he backed up and ran behind, like, the fucking, like, the customer service desk. And then, like, a couple of personal trainers or whatever the fuck it was in the gym. That's why it's like I still want to invite my fucking homeboy. He's a bare knuckle boxer. So, Charlie, good luck with sneak punching because this dude doesn't wear gloves. So, I don't know what you expect him to be distracted by other than beating the living piss out of you. But that's if you agree to a fight, but you're not going to do that because you say none of these people are legitimate fighters. The only legitimate fighters definitely do arm curls at 4 a.m. at a Planet Fitness 40 miles away from you. Those are the number one boxers in the world. If you could hit up a Lucille Ball at like fucking 2:15 a.m. and shit, prize fighters everywhere you fucking look. It's crazy. They on treadmills and shit. Deontay Wilder's on the treadmill. I look over, Mayweather's on the elliptical. I have Canelo just fucking deadlifting and shit. They like to go to gyms at like 5:17 in the morning before the sun even comes up, and just do some quick reps and then leave to go to their business. Oh, wait, no. They get paid for fighting. No, you're just assaulting UPS employees. Never mind. Never mind, Charlie. Paid professional actors. That's boxers on TV. Well, it's funny. Those paid professional actors have a better body mass index. They have stronger punches, better technique, better footwork, shredded, and better athletic ability, and can maintain cardio for longer than 38 seconds. So those actors are kicking the shit out of him at something he's doing professionally for real life. I tried to argue with him too on private, like, because we DM'd and then he wanted to have a private chat to make sure it was really me. Like, I'm just posing to be me. I don't know why I would pose to be me. But he's like, I hit him and he flew. And I'm like, Charlie, you're not going to convince me of this. You look at the video. You got hit. You got knocked off your right foot, flew, it spun like a little fucking ballerina, and your left foot bunny hopped into the ropes. You were falling into the ropes and then you climbed out and ran. What do you mean that's a win? It's like when Tempo dragged him by his ankles and he's like, calm down, and then got up and started running. Like, I won! Like, you won! Oh my god. Charlie ZELENOFF, he's gonna win one day. One day he will win the Darwin Awards. Or something. He left San Diego. Lived around there for 8 years. Worked off. Yeah, I know. He like wants me to say, and he hit Wilder. I know Wilder slipped the punch, and he's just like not even going to acknowledge the fact that he fucking slipped the punch, and then he countered, and Wilder had two left-handed gloves, and he ran out of the gym, and then he got his ass kicked outside the ring twice. All these factors don't matter in UBF rules. He lies so much. That's the scary part. You know what, Fred? It's almost like Charlie ZELENOFF is in a cult of maybe one, two. It used to be like 4 or 5. But he's like the only true believer. Remember me punching through sheetrock and he thought he was Jesus Christ? Like, I could show you holes in my wall where I punched through sheetrock. I have never once said I was a cyborg for it. I figured, hey, it's kind of thin drywall sheetrock. Your hand can go right through it if you don't hit a stud. Whereas, well, his cult would be, it's going to be Charlie, because he's the ultimate brainwash. He reminds me of like almost like a David Koresh type. Like, really think about that shit. Because he thinks he's Jesus Christ, and he could vanish cancer with one wish. That's how strong he is. He's going to make one wish, and a grandmother would be cured of cancer. And I'm still waiting for that motherfucker to start making some cancer wishes. Don't you think it's kind of fucking selfish if you were the second coming of Christ to not be giving cancer wishes and AIDS wishes? It's like Jesus is back. He's back. The second coming of Christ. But this time he just wants to fight. I, he has a lot of troll accounts. There's a lot of people that video 266 and woo! Like, he really thinks that's his fans, and that's kind of sad in an aspect. Like, I know when I'm getting clowned on. Everyone knows when people fucking jump in this chat and like try to fucking clown me. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna hurt my feelings on the internet. I have way tougher skin than that. That's not gonna happen. Try again. Wrong bitch. You know. Try the next one I suggest. But he can't take any criticism. Any criticism. Even when I'm like trying to be helpful. I even like in my last conversation to him, I told him, I'm like, Charlie, I don't want to talk to you about boxing. If you want to talk to you about like like emotional states or what you're going through or how you feel lonely and depressed sometimes and you feel like you need a girl and you need to talk to somebody like that, like, then hit me up. I'll talk to you on that shit because I have ultimate empathy for people who have like mental issues, and obviously to a certain degree he's disabled. Yeah, Zelenite is definitely a troll. No period, parentheses, and the spelling is hard. Yes. So it's like we have Charlie who believes in himself. That's the self cult. Then we have Tanya who protects him, his mother. So she's like totally okay with him fucking starting shit and stirring the pot and fucking creating beef. But the second someone brings it to her house, she wants to run outside with her little pissy pants and fucking talk about Flock, get out of here, Flock, get out of here. First of all, let me just make this very fucking clear to you, Charlie. If I happen to be around the Hollywood area, because I'm going to be in LA, I'm going to be in South Beach, if I happen to be around that area and we ever happen to meet up and you're fucking Peggy Bundy, married with children, Russian, piss smelling mom comes after me and tries to put her hands on me like she did on Flock, I will smack that bitch the fuck up. I'm just letting you know right now. And ain't gonna be like, Eric Flock could have pushed my mom. I will. I will. I will. I will. Charlie always acts to sniff Eugene farts. Yeah, so it's like that. So it's like him, his mother, Eugene, who says he doesn't promote it. He says one story when he's talking to Stanley and says, hey, I don't give him money, I don't do. And then it's all fucking bullshit because then we see in the stream that fucking, Eugene walks in with Stella like, I got your beer, Happy New Year, son. All this, like, so there's another one who's into fucking his cult that's supporting this shit. Like, I'm almost wondering if Eugene has a fucking life insurance policy on Charlie. That's why he's like egging on all these fights. I don't understand it. Charlie, get some fucking help. Parents don't want to be bothered with him. But then again, his parents bailed him out. When he assaulted that pizza delivery man, that should have been the line. Eugene, Tanya, that was your way out. That was the exit on the fucking. That is the off ramp to being responsible for Charles Peter Zelenoff. That was your off ramp. And he assaulted somebody, and then you bailed him the fuck out. And now he's getting drunk and walking around on the street and calling up 7-Elevens at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm the person that called. Yeah, can you open it up? Yeah, after you do blank, fucking simple everyday bullshit, you deserve to party. That's when I'm just gonna start fucking saying that now. You know what I mean? After you eat lunch, bro, you deserve a party. You deserve to celebrate after you eat lunch. You need to celebrate that. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest lunch eater of all time. I could eat lunch almost every day. Greatest. Greatest. Charlie, challenge me. Challenge me. Let's see if you could get some weight back on. Because you still sit on chat. Charlie still sits on chat and says, shit like, and I'm starting even to get more weight to me because I'm 6 foot and I'm 175. I looked at your police report. I have a screenshot of it. I have it printed out. Charlie, you have no idea the shit I have on you. I go down layers and layers to some old 4chan troll and shit for the lulz. Bitch, like, I will just dox, I'll just keep sending faxes to your father's fucking work machine until it runs out of ink just for shits and giggles because I have nothing else to do. So he's 6 foot, but on his police report, it marks him at 160 pounds. You're not a $175, Charlie. You're 160. It's in black and white. I have the fucking screenshot of this arrest report. You're not 175 pounds. I think they pretty much looked at you and were offering you extra government cheese sandwiches when you were in the bullpen. Oh, the greatest thing, when he came out of the bullpen, which is when you first get locked up, they put you there before you go to like arraignment. Well, you go to jail, and then the bullpen is the cells behind the judge. And you walked out for arraignment. It's like he got arrested and bailed out in like, what was it, like 4 hours? Yeah, looked at him and thought skeleton. Yes. It was, he was in there for, 6 hours, and then he came out and he goes, after being locked up, I deserve this beer. Listen to this, motherfucker. Like, 6 hours? That's not even a normal work day for the average American. He spent less time than an average work day sitting on a bench eating government food, which does suck, so I do kind of feel bad. But less than a work day, less than an 8-hour shift, he sat on a bench and waited, and he feels like he deserves a beer for that. Charlie, why don't you save your beer drinking for some real accomplishments? Like, if you worked an 8-hour day, I would say you do deserve a beer after that. Not for sitting on a bench for 6 hours and having, Eric is here. Get the fuck out of here. Mr. Flock is here? Flock is... I like Flock a lot. Cool fucking dude. The greatest thing, the OJ isn't terrible. Yeah. The bologna sandwiches. Oh, I got so excited. Well, just because I don't eat bologna. I mean, it's not any better that it was just like a cheese sandwich, because I know it was plastic cheese. But if my cheese is plastic, Lord knows what the fuck is in the bologna. So I never eat the bologna sandwiches. I'm sorry. Bologna is a giant sliced up hot dog. Fucking fight me on it, okay? That's what it is. It's a hot dog on a fucking, on a sandwich slicer. That's what it is. No one knows what that shit is. Maybe I'll take a run with Flock, because Flock, honestly, I told you when I come to Florida, it's like, if Pete Pant Tanya tried to come after you, I would run a route for you. I'm running a pick for Flock right now, okay? She come out with her pissy pants. I might have to fight her in a spacesuit, because I just imagine, like, and it might even not appear this way. I mean, it's dirty as fuck, his place. But I imagine his mother smells like a hoarder. I don't even know what that means, but I know it makes sense. So she ever tried to, like, push you out the way, push Flock out the way again, like, get out of here, get out of here. I won't even be mean. I will open hand slap her to the ground. Open hand. And I feel like that is generous. I'll never want to get a shower so bad in my life. Yeah. I'll be fighting Charlie's mom in a Moon Man costume. This shit is crazy, yo. Almost guarantee he was molested or raped as a child. That's where this major inferiority complex comes into play. See, Flock, that's how I feel like that on a certain aspect, but then again, I look back at my own childhood, and I didn't have the best childhood either. Like, we've discussed this. It was some stuff at home, but then there was child molestation. I was being raped by the age of 10. I don't go around drinking in the streets and assaulting strangers. Like, I understand there's some traumatic shit that we all go through, but, like, I was a victim of being, like, raped by my neighbors for 2 years straight before I even left elementary school. And I am a more well-adjusted human being than he will ever be in his life. It's like, I don't even have hatred. I'm the most positive person in the world. Like, he's this way because he wants to be this way. He could choose to stop being a victim and start being a survivor any fucking day he wants to be. His apartment smells like fish. Oh my god. Like, there's almost dry heaves. I live in, like, this neighborhood, and when you go, like, 2 blocks, west, yeah, 2 blocks west, there's, like, a fish market, and they throw all their old fish in a dumpster, and as soon as I hear that, it's like, I remember walking home in my childhood and having to walk past that and just, like, but, Eric, Flock, you can confirm she is the Russian Peggy Bundy? That's how you met him, Flock? You know what? Yeah, have you heard his prison stories? He runs the Southsiders. Don't you know that? He doesn't run the south side of his kitchen, bro. He needs to sit the fuck down, have all the seats. All the seats. All at once. Serious, you don't even fucking own the south side of his balcony. He don't run shit. That's why I love Stan Lee's fucking rap on him. The best line on there. This is proof that I listen to Stanley or Nick or Street Sweeper Stanley or, you know, Mental Stanley or whatever. He had one line in the rap of just, you don't run LA, you just run from it. Ooh. Ooh, that hurt. Ooh, that hurt. Michael Moreno, U.S. outsider, and the slam is a fake. Well, he said he was calling his shots when he was in jail. What jail was he in? I think he lives in West Hollywood, Michael. You have to understand. What is that movie that had Jamie Foxx in it? It was like Malibu's Most Wanted or something. That's Charlie Zelenoff. That's the story of Charlie Zelenoff's life. Malibu's Most Wanted is the Charlie Zelenoff documentary. Except he's less successful at the end. It's like if that movie just cut partway through. Jamie Presley. When I was if I did 4 years home invasion work there as a porter. 2500th floor where he was housed. He used to come up for pill call and I'd hand out paper and cups. Okay, Flock, What pills is he on besides Thorazine? Because I know that's like for schizophrenia, but it could also be for borderline personality disorder. Like, I know he's on Thorazine. I definitely think he's abusing benzos. The goat isn't on any drugs. I should hope not. If he's using any drugs, I'm assuming you're referring to performance enhancement drugs. If he was using any performance enhancement drugs, oh no, we can make claims to that effect. He is an alcoholic who, well, I can't even hate on him because I smoke weed. But he drinks to the point he's drooling and he passes out. He assaulted a delivery man. And if I look like a dopehead, I have to really tell you, Michael, I don't think you've ever seen a dopehead. Like, where do you live? Do you live in West Hollywood too? Because I live in a place with like real problems, and if you ever seen a fucking dopehead, you would know that they don't look like they're, you know, could smack your fucking mom upside her mouth. Smack that dick right out of her mouth. Boston is worst opioid. I have him in your you have him in your family? Okay, so why would you call me a dopehead when you have a family full of dopeheads? I mean, I'm using your words, right? You have a family full of dopeheads? It's interesting. It's cool. I look like them? You're telling me I remind you of family, Michael? Oh, Michael. No, just two. Let me guess, your mom and your dad. It's a wild guess. Wild guess. Ah, you know it. You damn right. He was on Gen Pop for 1 week. That was it. The rest of his... He was general population. Oh, okay. General population for a week. That was it. Then it did. He rest in. So he was medically segmented from the population. He was in like protective custody and shit. Charlie doesn't really look like a crackhead so much as he looks like a meth head. Because meth heads, you know, they go through, and that's when they lose all their teeth, but then they could start, you know, not looking tired all the time if they're not using it all the time. Crackheads always look tired and always look jumpy to me. Yeah, I said, was he segregated medically? Yeah. So he posed a danger to himself or others. They just throw me in general population. They don't really put me in any protect. First of all, my arraignment was so much worse. Charlie, you got out in 5 hours. I've had like a 9.5, 10-hour arraignment one time. I was the first one in the cells. I was the last one they let out of the cells. And that was not an accident. They want to say it's an accident, but it wasn't an accident. Meant I wonder if the landlord is Charlie's real dad. I have no idea. What do I do? If that William is medical, he's not a mainliner for us. Insulting people at the gym. He should be lifting weights. That might help. Yeah. Instead of... For you people thinking that he owns the building, Eugene doesn't own the building, works as an electrician. Well, he kind of owns the company. So he's more than an electrician. He has money. Eugene definitely has money. I'll tell you right now, if I fucking I just if I called up my family and said I assaulted somebody, first of all, they wouldn't even bail me out. No, they have. But that one my bail was like $50 because there was no evidence. It was like bullshit crimes and shit. If I called up my family and said I was arrested, I need $500 for bail, my mother would fucking laugh in my face. Like, you're a fucking adult, and where the fuck do you want me to pull $500 out of? Oh, and I have to watch out for Anna, too. Giving me the fucking heads up. Charlie is assaulting people. People do not know they are in a fight, and he's saying he's 266-0. That means every fight he has with every person he meets at a Planet Fitness or a fucking Retro Fitness or a Gold's Gym has no idea that just throwing on gloves in the middle of an aerobic studio is now challenging somebody for a UBF title championship. Okay? That's not how it works. So, if you want to keep embracing him and endorsing him, you're not helping him. Like, I'm not saying I'm terribly, like, I have extended my olive branch. My olive branch stays there. Charlie, if you're having problems emotionally, like psychologically, if you're feeling depressed, fucking reach out to me. I'm not gonna fucking block anyone's fucking messages. But what you're doing is some punk shit. Straight up. Yeah, I think I got bailed out twice, and I think each time it was $50. But that's because I turned myself in. Like, I knew they were bullshit charges, but it's like I had to handle some shit. One of my exes tried to get me arrested, and I had to go to a doctor's appointment, and everyone knows I was in a car accident, and it was a medical evaluation for my lawsuit. And the cops wanted me to turn myself in before I went to my medical evaluation, which would risk my whole lawsuit. So I kind of went on the lam for 3 days, and they were really pissed off about that. But, even after that happened, my lawyer didn't show up to my arraignment, and then I argued for ROR. I was my own attorney and got ROR on a violation of an order of protection, which is an automatic 6 months in New York State prison. And it's coffee mugs. That looked like a cereal bowl, bro. He was like drinking from, like how they have like the finger bowls when you go to like an Asian restaurant. It's like, oh, it has like lemon water and all that shit. Like that's what it looks like he's drinking out of. Like he's crossing cultures. You don't know. Charlie Z, the most racist fucking I don't know. He's just racist. Let's just be honest. Have you seen the titles of his videos? You see the titles of his videos the past couple days? African devil. Like, African devil gets beaten down by Jesus warrior or something. It's like, what the fuck are you even talking about, you delusional fuck? And he doesn't understand why people don't like him. What do you mean? I can't call him a Muslim devil? Would that be offensive to anybody? If I just start saying Muslim devil and African Satan. How's everyone feel about those? Those good titles? Yeah? Fucking loser, bro. He's so lucky he's in California. I'm saying that. And we don't. Yo! What's up, Nate? Mark, I'm sure you would. Any person, if, let's just put it this way, if you've had more than 2 fist fights in your life, you can take Charlie Zelenoff. I'm not even putting age restrictions on that, okay? Like, I'm talking about like an 11-year-old who's had 2 real fist fights can take out Charlie Zelenoff. He's so worried he could out getting hit and mm-mm. What is this? Sorry, I'm like half playing Madden right now. I'm not sure if I would knock him out with a jab, but um, I know when I swing I can break bones. I have breaking bones. I've broken other people's bones. I've broken my own bones. Actually, I have a boxer's fracture in my left hand. That's still a compound fracture, but it healed. So the only way to fix it is to re-break it. Yeah, Loop, you picked up on what I picked up on, what a lot of haters picked up, what certainly Dijon fucking Diamond Daniels picked up on within the first, 18 seconds. He only has 2 throws. He has that hook and then he has that right. And especially when he throws that hook, there is no protection. He has no defense. He has no defense what's at all. Like, once he throws, he is wide open to be countered. Yeah. Me, see, my boxers break because whatever. It's like here on my hand. So, that's just because you don't know. I did not know this until you broke it. There's a lot of tiny bones in your hand. That was like before I was using hand wraps and everything. So I broke that. He doesn't use hand wraps. He doesn't rotate his fucking fist when he punches. Like, you ever see him punch the bob? Watch him punch the bob, because the fist will come around and then it will still land vertically for some fucking... I guess he heard it would give him power and he got scared. I don't know. Doesn't rotate. Probably could take him out with a hook. Oh, his face when he leads up to the bomb. He just has no protection. Here's Charlie's game plan. He has 8 seconds of offensive aggression. That's it. He has 8 seconds of offensive aggression. Probably about 22 seconds of backing up and running. And that's your 30-second UBF championship fight. Those are your 30-second fights. I'm just waiting. Sucker punch. Step back. Hop over a weight bench. And then declare victory. I don't... Oh my god. If anything, Charlie is fucking entertaining. Entertaining in a very sick way. The sick way I like to watch serial killer documentaries. I've said this so many times. Does anyone else feel like they're watching a serial killer, like, in real time? Like, Milo even said it, too. In the back of my mind, I feel like somewhere in my life, I'm going to see this motherfucker on the news. And I told you, no matter what he does, I am not going to be surprised. Like, no matter whatever takes him out, I am not going to. There isn't a story that could come out about Charlie Zelenoff that I would not believe. If they're like, well, no, Charlie passed away. He was stabbed to death by a spoon in a Chinese food place. I'd be like, I seen that coming. I seen that coming. Like, there's no circumstance where I'm like, that wouldn't be justified. There's nothing he could do. If I found out he was smoking spice and running naked over fucking traffic in Hollywood, I'll be like, I knew it. 3 days away from it. Called it. Should have had a pool on this. He said he's going to get married again this year. See, and that's what his problem is. He is so insecure with himself. If he just had some, like, self-esteem, and maybe if his self-esteem wasn't built up over fucking bullshit fights, you know what I mean? Like, if you had self-esteem. Back in the day, I look at old Charlie Z videos, way back in the early fucking days. And it was like, back then, at least he was like trying to work out. At least he was like trying to hit the bench press. And he was, you know, working out, working on his cardio. And like he was showing some effort, and you could get self esteem from that. But like when you just make up your whole career and then you identify everything. He's gonna get married in jail. Someone's gonna split those cheeks, Corey. They're gonna be up in those cheeks. If Charlie don't think he is a target, can you pick an easier target? I mean, in jail, like the hierarchy usually goes like this: the first person to go out is Wig too. I like that. The hierarchy is the first target is always child predators, child molesters. Number one, I don't give a fuck who you are. No one likes you. No one likes you. You are going to get stabbed. There is going to be some penis in your butthole region. Then there's rapists, anyone who commits any sexual crimes. And then they start looking for the weak, the people who they could just pick off real easy. And Charlie, you look, it says $1.60 in your report. You look like a $1.50 soaking wet with your pockets full of quarters. Like, it's not gonna be hard to manhandle you. I could fucking bend you over. I'm gonna run to the store, get a toy. I would bend you over like a fucking bitch. You would be making my sale if you went to the girls' wood, Charlie. I'm just being for real with it. I'm gonna make you polish my fucking jail slippers. They don't get shiny, but bitch, you gonna keep trying until they shine. Oh my god. Charlie Zelenoff. How much time do we give him? Because he's spiraling out of control real quickly. You gonna eat your cornbread? Yeah, you get to ask me a question. You would hurry up and go pick on a Southsider. I know. I feel like jumping in like Charlie's stream and be like, have you called any shots lately? Like, let's move in. Because I ain't gonna fucking divulge too much, but it's like, Charlie, why don't you tell me about the product moving in and out of California? You should tell me about that. You're running all this shit. Come on. Charlie Zelenoff is the Tekashi 6ix9ine of boxing. There you go. Mark, could I see Charlie in the ghetto? Uh, no, that's kind of why I told Mark, it's like, if he was in New York, something seriously would have happened to him by now. And I don't mean that to be like as a threat or something. But the people in California are very laid back, you know, they're very chill. I've been to California, it's nice, beautiful weather, it's a nice little chill pace. But they're more relaxed and kind of like they don't want to cause problems. Everyone just be chill, do whatever. Um, I said if he lived in New York, and I'm not even saying I live in the project, I live in a regular working class neighborhood. If he went to a gym by me and tried doing that shit, he wouldn't even make it to the third time before he was in the hospital. Like, that shit would not fly at all. Like, no one is getting punched in the face around here and then just being cool with it. That's not how things work. And I think he has a little bit of a hard complex because he's from, like, West Hollywood, and his definition of hard is, I don't know, Elizabeth Taylor White Diamonds. Why do you care so much? Why don't I just pay him no mind? I have fun with it. That's why I never understood about the haters. I hate Snooki, so I just don't watch the show. Y'all ain't gonna change that. Michael, I didn't chase after Charlie. Charlie instigated with me. I didn't know who Charlie was until a couple months ago. So Charlie popped off on me, and I'm just the type of person who doesn't take any shit. So that's why I responded back to Charlie. And again, I tell everybody, at first it was very nice. I was trying to, you know, tell him how to get a better public image. I understand he's in the entertainment industry. I'm in the entertainment industry as well. Mike, if you want to know, I'm in music. And I'm like, I understand you're doing this for the views and you want to get more viral and more clout and clickbait titles, and I get that. How did he pop off? He hit on me, and then I kind of told him, like, I wasn't interested, and I was focusing, like, on myself, because there's, like, career accomplishments that I wanna get done. Yes, Corey, I do hip-hop. So I told him, like, I wasn't interested, besides the fact you know, I'm way too old to be fucking around with, like, long-distance relationships. I had no idea who he was. But just on that, I wasn't trying to be a dick. I'm just like, I'm not interested. Like, I'm trying to focus on me, do me for a while. And then he was like, I'm the greatest boxer in the world. So he starts sending me clips. And then when I started saying, like, you know what, you should probably take more matches in a ring because it seems like you're getting a lot of hate. Because you're not fighting, there don't seem to be any designated rules. You're punching people. No one hears the full conversation. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you would have a better public image. Even if you lost in a fight, you would gain more respect from it because, you know, you put your heart into it. That would get you more of a positive image. And then he totally lost his shit, Michael. He told me I was a delusional fucking hater. I think I was an ugly fucking bitch, yada yada yada. I don't know. He just started cursing me out of nowhere. So, I just told him the truth. Like, you're not a professional boxer. You're fucking delusional. I think you need help. Again, extending my hand. Like, if you're having emotional problems, personal problems, I'm here. I'll listen. I don't care who it is. Everyone can follow me on Instagram. Even the haters. I tell the haters to follow. It's the haters of the haters. People troll me in this chat. I tell them to follow me on Instagram because I I'm not ducking nobody. I'll get you on the next one too, Michael. It was great to see you. I'm glad you subscribed. Fucking dope. Yeah, I try to be nice because you know what? It's just like how Fox said, like, he might not have had the best childhood. I've had the opposite reaction to that. It's like, I haven't had the best childhood, and, but I don't want anyone else to feel the way I felt, but, he takes it out on people. There's people who continue the cycle, and there's people who want to break the cycle. And I'm just not one of those people. Like, I've spent long enough in my life just being mad. Um, I wouldn't be too disappointed. Milo's still out there. Milo's still doing some shit. Charlie is one of the worst men I have ever met in my life. He deserves everything that he will ever have coming to him. Okay. Charlie makes you mad. What are you trying to accomplish with these streams? You'd be good for yeah. No, I don't waste time on bad vibes. That's why it's like, Michael, I streamed like once a week. Most of the time I am like, I have like my notebooks, all my pads and everything like right next to me all the time and shit. I do like hip hop, kind of. I wouldn't say even like hip hop alternative, but not commercial hip hop, not mumble rap. Like, think more Slaughterhouse, Crooked Eye, Royce da 5'9" type. I was always like more of an underground because I was never in the position to be rapping about like flashy rims. It's like, bitch, I'm lucky my car started. Like, I have no shame in any of that. What am I just trying to accomplish with these streams? I don't hate him. Actually, most of these streams are just kind of checking in. People like Nate, Flock, Red Screen, Milo comes in here, Troll TV. It's more about really just hanging out with the community that we built and not so much targeting Charlie. I mean, that's just like a topic we all have in common. I doubt that 1 hour a week is far from obsessed. Split profits from sound. Yeah, you have good recommendations, Fog. I think they just like to troll him in the way that you find it entertaining to watch Charlie. There's another subset of people who laugh at people making fun of Charlie. So it's like what you find entertaining is something that we also find entertaining, but for a different reason. So, I'm giving you the freedom to like watch his streams and enjoy what you want, do whatever you want, but I'm not going to be supporting him. Sorry. I don't know why I have to do everything with like one hand lately. Uh, It's like they're trying to help him and put out awareness. First of all, we do put out awareness because he's banned from gyms. He's walking in there and punching people. He punched that guy who was in the military but just had all his dental work done and all his teeth done. He's punched people in the face with glasses. He's punched that guy in the face where he said he broke his nose. I don't think he fucking broke his nose. But he's targeting these people. Act like they're trying to fight Joey's own shit because it's like interactive comedy television. But that's the one thing I did that most haters won't. I went there twice. I can't wait till the California visit. Okay, they act like they're trying to help him and put out awareness, but really they're talking about themselves and their own self issues and rebuilding their channel and using his comment to promote. Well, as far as I could tell you, Milo is a very accomplished DJ. I've run a little background on Milo. Milo doesn't need to promote. Milo is booked. A hip hop group called The Internet. I swear you'll love them. I will. I'll check that out. On purpose because of how many subs I gained in 2 days for what I did. It isn't about the subs. Exactly. It's much. I mean, I think we're all just kind of trying to hang out. But then again, Michael, I kind of feel like this is kind of hypocrisy because he uses clickbait titles that are extremely inflammatory and racist to get views. But and he claimed himself as a public figure. Just be aware of that. He announced himself as a celebrity. So he put himself up in his own legal predicament where he can't flag anyone's videos anymore because he thinks he's a celebrity. He's a self-proclaimed celebrity. So YouTube videos, you could have comments and it's all for fair use and everything, as long as you're providing insightful two wrongs don't make a right. Correct, two wrongs don't make a right, but if we don't laugh at this, we might cry. It feels like it's also very much a letdown of a justice system. Yeah, when he's drunk, his full racism comes out. Starts dropping the N-word and starts saying shit like, I'll send people back to Africa, and then he'll get on his Mexican kick and fucking then he's acting like he's crippin' and he's calling everybody cuz and like shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. When you call him, you can't complain if people exactly. If he's doing something that's wrong, something that Planet Fitness doesn't want to happen in their establishment. Multiple gyms don't want to happen in their establishment. He has to travel up to 50 miles away to go to a fucking gym just to sucker punch somebody. Yeah. But to quote Stanley, he said he run you don't you don't run LA, you just run from it. That was a pretty sick freestyle. Stanley's a pretty fucking he's a pretty decent rapper too. They're always military generals, peoples in hiding, mafia members, and gangsters. That's what I'm saying. That's when all the tough guys. Every time you want to go against the best fighters in the world, and I mean in the world, best fighters in the world, you will call an Uber at 4:38 in the morning, and you will say, "Drive me 50 miles to a gym." And then you punch somebody in the face who's just doing their lateral pull downs. And he didn't know it was the UBF title championship. Also, I find like a really weird contradiction. He says he's the UBF champ and he could drink beer and he could eat whatever the fuck he wants because he don't need to train. Yet every person he fights don't know they're fighting for a UBF title. So because Charlie ZELENOFF feels like he doesn't need to train, he could find somebody the same day and decide that they don't need to train to fight. That shit doesn't even make any sense. How could you say you're the best? You wouldn't be the best unless you told somebody a heads up about a fight, let them train for 6 to 8 weeks, and then get into the gym and fight. You don't just fucking roll up somebody doing Pilates and smack them in the fucking face. Whoop, I agreed on that. I said that I felt bad for the pizza delivery man because he looked like an older gentleman. He looked like he was just trying to, pay his bills and his rent and everything. He was just trying to make a living. You don't make a whole lot of money as a delivery driver. The most money you're making is probably from the tip. So not only did he show up to a prank call, he didn't get any tip. He had this psychopath fucking duff him in the back of the head. And by the way, he did not even drop the pizza. If you cannot knock out a 50-something-year-old man while he's walking away down the stairs, punching him in the back of the head, you're a pussy, Charlie. In that fucking Andrew Hartley video. Oh, you went to Cedars-Sinai Hospital and Charlie, it's all on video. He didn't even fall over. So, edit that story. Try to fix it a little bit. He'd be like, oh, he fell forward. He didn't know he was hurt because everything on video contradicts everything you're saying. But I'm going to head out for tonight. Yeah. I'm going to head out for tonight. I don't know what next time I'm going to stream. I'm probably going to upload a new music track probably in the next week or whatever. So I will see you all there. Thanks everyone for stopping in. Even, Michael, I know you disagree with me and everything. Thank you, Corey, for stopping in. Thank you, Nate, Mark, Flock, Loop. Geez, Red Screen, of course. Nate, Corey, Mark, Mike, yeah. I know Stu stopped in here for a little bit and everything. So I will see you guys soon. And yes, my music will be coming soon. I will talk to you soon. Red Screen. Well, Eric, Flock, follow me, like subscribe to me or something, or reach out to me on like Facebook or whatever. Or follow me on Instagram at L.FROST.NY. And then hit me up on there. Oh, actually, I think you already did. Yeah, you did. That's how we talked. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. You have a nice night.